Hello everyone, my name is Trittany and I'm the reader here at the Crown and Castle Collective, where we're all kings and queens of our own kingdom that we call life. This is a pick-a-pile reading to look at how your co-workers view you, what they think of you, just those kinds of things. So there's 3 piles you can choose from. So you could do one pile as like the general co-worker population, or you could choose multiple piles if they call to you, and those could be like specific people. So just take what resonates, leave the rest. So if you feel like it's not picking up on your vibe of your person and that connection, yeah, you don't have to watch it, but perhaps it will pertain to you, so go ahead and check it out. So all of those timestamps will be down below. There are 3 collectives. The first one that we have is I believe this is a green. It looks like it's some kind of agate, but like it's green and it's kind of crystallized in it. I got it from a vendor and like they weren't even educated on it, but yeah, it's a very beautiful, beautiful green. And then collective number 2, you have a red jasper cross pendant. And then collective number 3, you just have a clear quartz point. A very powerful point that I have that I love to use. I got it from a really good friend who has a crystal shop, so her crystals are always top notch. So those 3 collectives, your timestamps are down below. On your way down, you can go ahead and check out the description box. I do offer personalized readings, so if that's something that would interest you for really good prices, go ahead and check those out and let me know. You can email me. I'm also on social media platforms, so you can schedule any kind of session with me over on Facebook on my page. So we are going to finally get started. Collective number 1, the green agate. It's like a green aventurine though, but not quite. I don't think that's what that is. So we're going to call it a green agate. Ugh. It's the end of the day today. I mean, I just got off work, so bear with me. Okay, so collective number 1, the green looking stone. I don't even know what I'm gonna call that stone later when I go and make the description. Okay, so let's see, what do your coworkers think of you? Sorry. Chill out. Elmo. You having fun? Are you playing with your ball? No one's here. Collective number 1. The very overall energy that your coworkers think of you as is the King of Cups. So you could be a female, you could be a male. This is just masculine energy. Water sign energy, you could be a Scorpio, Cancers, or a Pisces, or just very strong water energy, whether that's in any part of your birth chart, so take it or leave that. But the King of Cups is someone who could be very stoic, or could be very cold on the outside, but you could also be vice versa. You could be someone who actually is so confident in your feelings to the point where you can wear them on your wrist and like literally be proud of them, because you have such mastery over them, and people see you as a very mature, well put together person, a very intuitive and understanding person who's very sensual, and perhaps you could like to socialize, but you have really meaningful conversation. Whenever you're saying something, it's important and people want to listen and hear what you have to say. So that's very good to have in the workplace. in clarifying this, we even have the Eight of Pentacles. This person is getting straight down to work. You could be someone who does keep your head down at work. Perhaps you don't socialize a lot. So when you do speak up, people always want to hear what you have to say. People really value your work. You are really good at what you do. You're really making a mark for yourself, a stamp for yourself. People could really like how you sign your name as well as what I'm getting. Like some people, if you have really good handwriting. Sorry, I'm like trying to get comfy. So people could really like how you write your name, or just like the things. People like to watch you work. You're just really good at what you do, and people like to watch you do it. Perhaps you are a little bit shy and you don't like to perform in front of others, but, or you could be really, like I said, self-confident, or you could be a little bit reserved. You know, that's kind of how the water sign flows from one end to the other, kind of extreme. So we also have the wheel clarifying that. So I feel like just the way that you even like sit at your job, like sometimes when you're sitting there and it's not one of these days, it's not keep your head down and work kind of day, people love the way that you just sit around. Okay, like this could be some people who like get shit done at work, but you know, when it comes time for either break time, this could be even you at break I'm getting, or just different hours throughout the day, when they do just see you sitting there, they really admire you, the way that you're able to kind of like make the day go by faster. Perhaps people, when they spend the day with you at work, they feel like the day goes by faster as well, and they actually enjoy it. They could be a little bit more even productive as well with you. I feel like you're a really good independent person in the workplace, but you're able to bring a lot to the table, so that's really good. We also have with that the Star card. Again, this person is bringing a lot to celebrate. People could always feel like you come bearing gifts. Perhaps you always, you're someone who always buys like donuts in the morning, or always brings snacks for everyone else. You know, that kind of homie. People could really like, whenever they see you walk through the door, it's like, hey, you know, people just love to have you in the workplace, and you're a really good energy to be around for other people too. You're really motivational, and I feel like you're paving a way for something. You could be someone who is like really setting the standard to another level, and people see that in the workplace, that you're bringing a lot to the table. A lot of people, so there are a little bit of birds, you know, at the ground picking around. Whenever I see that, it's kind of like a socialization, kind of a gossip kind of energy, but I feel like people say good things about you, so that's very reassuring. Everyone seems to enjoy you and enjoy your presence and everything that you bestow, so everyone says a lot of good things about you. Yeah, there is always one person, you know, you can't win them all, but I feel like you are really making a name for yourself right now, and if not, you're really building up your what's the word I'm looking for? Your reputation, that's the word. Okay, so clarifying this Star card again, the Star also represents Aquarius, which is an air sign. You could be an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, but I do get a lot of water vibes naturally from Aquarius, but also in this card there is also moving water. So again, we come back to this very emotional, flowing, intelligent energy. Moving on. So clarifying that, we have the Queen of Bows, or the Queen of Wands, the hare, which is like a jackrabbit kind of thing. I'm pretty sure a hare and a jackrabbit are different. One's a female? I don't know. I don't know anything about rabbits. So the Queen of Bows, fire sign energy, could be Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. This is just really that fire energy. Y'all are killing me. I get so thirsty. This is kind of that, like, energy where I said there's always that one person, you know, like, you can't win them all. Like, there could be one person who kind of hates on you, but they they do it very silently and very respectfully, I would say, just because they see how successful you are. They do look up to you in a way, and you do really, truly inspire them. And it's almost in more of like a competitive, respectful way. Like, this person definitely could be seen as a team player, but they are essentially on their own. If that makes sense in the business place, I guess. Because they also have the Fool card right next to it, so that could be someone, again, who is, like, less of a performer at your job. Maybe they don't do as much as you do. They kind of just, like, do their own thing, or they just don't quite meet the standards, okay? This is just someone who is talking about you because you ultimately are the star, okay? So, people love you at work, and this person just could be a little bit envious, but you're also fueling them to be a better worker at their job, I guess. So this could be really pushing this person forward to try new things and learn new things from you. So this person could, like, yeah, I feel like they're not really talking about you a lot. I feel like this person is just quietly, just quietly doing so. But when they're around you, they are very nice, very respectful towards you again. I feel like people really do respect you in the workplace. You have a very just natural, uplifting, really flowful energy to you. You flow really well. People probably love the way that you walk and the way that you move, the way that you make gestures, the way you move perhaps from one topic to another if you are giving speeches, or if you work in like a health industry or with children. It's just very caring and very nurturing energy that's able to, it's an energy that you want to spend the entire day with, you know. People love to have you around in the workplace. You make things productive. You make things flow naturally. You get stuff done and you're organized. And yeah, even your haters are still looking up to you and using you for motivation and for tips on how to do their job better. Whether or not they're applying it, you know, that's up to them. So if this resonated with you, pile number 1, please let me know down in the comments what's going on. You could give the video a like, or you can subscribe to my channel to see more of my future videos. You can always hit the alert button too if you're trying to get, like, you know, sometimes those videos be coming up when you need them most. You just remember that. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Collective number 2. What does your person... Oh, no, sorry. What do your coworkers think of you? Pile number 2. Okay, y'all got some crushes in your workplace. If you're feeling a little bit of heat or like fire energy in your workplace, if you know what I'm saying, this pile is for you. Right off the bat, we already have number 6, the Lovers, Gemini energy. There's a lot of wands in this energy, a lot of fire energy, so I'm picking up the heat from this card. But I feel like you definitely have an admirer at work if you definitely are going to have more than one with this. You could be a Gemini, a Libra, or Aquarius. It's not sign specific, but that's totally the energy that's going on here. Clarifying that, we have the 8 of Wands, known to be a very sexual, riveting kind of energy. Okay, these wands are literally flying through the air. They're coming for you right now. You could have people slanging at you, like hitting on you at work even. Maybe it's not even necessarily your coworkers. You could work in an industry where you have people come up to you. If you're working in like public services, you know, just those people hitting on you. You're like, oh my god, you're like, it's just another, like, can I go one day? Can I just, like, you know, but you know, there's always a couple that catch your eye. So maybe you guys have someone in mind, But we also have the Three of Wands. So again, I feel like you have your eye on one specific person, but there's multiple people at work that either have the hots for you, which I believe they do because you're showing up as the lovers. So people are viewing you either as a fine lady or a fine man, vice versa. Whatever you identify with. So, y'all are funny. People really are just, like, having the hots for you at work, okay? They want to get the chance to either, like, take you out. They want to see you outside of work, really. They do. I feel like people wish that they could be around you more at work because I feel like you're really exciting to have. So we also have the Four of Pentacles. So you're someone who's definitely stable at the workplace. You're someone who's really reliable to pull your own weight. All these people in this card are doing their own thing, but yet they're all contributing to the tribe, the community, anything like that. So, you know, your team, the company as a whole, whatever. You're doing your own piece and you do it very well. You're able to work with people, but you're even better on your own, I feel like. So you probably specialize in one thing or particular or a similar field of several topics that you specialize in. So people think you're very versatile, and that's kind of what this Eight of Wands feels like to me. Also with this Three of Wands, this Eight of Wands and Three of Wands. So you're someone who is able to apply yourself really well in multiple fields. The Lover is all about making decisions as well. So you could be someone who's really good at making really big, important decisions on short notice. You're really good at problem solving too, is really what that is. Because you're able to pull knowledge from a lot of areas to be able to come to a decision on how to deal with what you're dealing with. Yeah. You guys are some really deep thinkers in here. So we also have some kind of hots in this workplace. We have the Three of Arrows. This is jealousy, but really I'm just getting that someone totally has the hots for you. People, I'm getting that with this Four of Pentacles. So I'm just getting that people really love the fact that they can depend on you. You're someone who's very dependable, but also just someone that's all they can think about when they see you at work. We also have the Three of Stones with that. So we have 2 threes right here. And we had the Three of Wands. 3 could be significant to pile number 2. Let's see. So this Three of Stones totally just reinforces that stability. This is creativity, but this is all about, like, look how grounded she is. Literally has rooted into the ground and it is totally grounded to these stones. Just people can lean on you so much, or people just feel like you're really resourceful. Again, she's literally growing into a tree. You guys must be really smart in pile number 2. You're either bookworms or computer geeks or something. Anything. Please don't narrow yourselves into those categories. But people have the hots for you too. There's something about you. I think it's because you're so smart. There could be someone who's just absolutely in love with the fact that you're so impressionable. But I feel like there's a lot of people who have their eye on you. And I'm getting a lot of you too, because I feel like you're doing you have so much potential in your workplace that if you're almost even being, like, unfortunately, I feel like this is only for a small percentage of you, so please forgive me, but if you feel like you're being over-sexualized in the workplace, that's wrong. You know, you should always speak up, but, like, I feel like there's more people becoming to completely respect you more and actually, like, want to see you step up and go further into the workplace. So that's all I'm getting for you, pile number 2. Thank you. If this resonated, please let me know down in the comments. You can like my video or you can subscribe to see more of the future videos. There's also a notification button that you can push, the little bell, so it will notify you when I post a video. So, you know, those always pop up when you need them. So, like, if that interests you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Collective number 3, clear your quartz. I'm running out of time. What do your coworkers think of you? Okay, collective number 3. What do your coworkers think of you? Well, you must bring some pretty big boss energy to your workplace. I feel like this could be a good thing or a bad thing. It all depends on your perspective. You're almost feared in the workplace. I'm not getting it in like a horrible bad way. Hey, sorry, my dog is eating my sweatshirt. So the first card that we have out here is the Devil card. Capricorn energy, big boss energy. Capricorn rules the workplace. You could be a workaholic. You could be so good at your job, but you spend so much time at your job. People think that you are just completely tied to your job day in and day out. That can be a good thing though, right? Like you live and breathe. Perhaps you own your own business, so it means absolutely everything to you. And sometimes those aren't just things that you can leave outside of your home, you know. So we also have clarifying that the Hanged Man. By the way, this is Capricorn energy, like I said. You could be a Capri, an earth sign, or you could be a Taurus or a Virgo. Not sign specific, but just take it or leave it. Going back to this Hanged Man, again, you're just always so tied up at work that I feel like you could just sometimes overwork yourself to where you're not as efficient. Just be conscious of that. So if you're like putting in a lot of overtime, you know, sometimes the quality of your work does tend to decrease, especially if you're not getting very much sleep. But we also have the Two of Pentacles. You're someone who's constantly juggling. You could be working in the medical field. You be someone who has 2 jobs as well. You're someone who works your butt off, probably because you have to, probably because you have prior commitments that you can't give up. Maybe you have kids, you have payments like everyone else, you know. Some of us have it hard out here. But people see that you're willing to work your butt off. You're a very hard worker. You're able to juggle 2 things at once, so that makes you very not counterproductive. I guess you're just able to really get a lot done, but sometimes it lacks if you're not getting your rest. But we also have the Ace of Swords. You're someone, look at that bobcat just like about to slice that snake, and there's just a whole army behind him. It's a weird picture. It honestly is. People see you as like very avant-garde. You're someone who's way ahead of the rest. Like, you're already there in the morning. Perhaps you're someone who is a very early riser, someone who clocks in early, gets there early. You're just a very strong leader, and people see that you have very strong ideas too, and you are able to just really strong arm yourself if you're working crazy hours, like I said. But again, you could be someone who is perhaps like someone that's higher up, a CEO or anyone who's a manager and in charge of other people and staffing, you know. You're just someone who has a very strong authority to your coworkers. We also have the Knight of Arrows, Hawk. So perhaps you never really see your coworkers either. Maybe you have an office job or a desk job. People are just usually calling and talking to you, which is usually what the Ace of Swords means. And with the Hanged Man, people aren't normally seeing you. I'm not seeing it, but yeah. But it was mostly this Knight of Arrows, so people are generally just talking to you. Maybe they don't see you as often. And this could be people outside of work too. I mean, shit. We also have the King of Stones with it, so I feel you're so independent, this King of Stones energy, so prioritized with business, with money, with your job, with work, that maybe other people are there like, you know, I really don't see or talk to him much. He's always just working away, and perhaps you work overnights as well. Or, yeah. So, like, it could be, like, your management, they're like, well, you know, we never really see them, but we hear really good things about them, like, they get stuff done and they do a good job, but, yeah. So, we also have the 10 of Arrows instruction. So, the 10 of Arrows can traditionally, again, mean that worn-out energy. Just be careful. Pile number 3, I feel like you guys are such hard workers, you don't want to strain yourself. You could work day or night or anywhere in between and over, okay? You're going to be there and you're going to just work until you're old. It must just be in your, just in your energy. You could be one of these earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or have a lot of dominant planets in those on your birth charts. But also, if you are watching this video currently, there are several planets in Capricorn right now. We have Mercury retrograde, but I believe we have, I'm not a professional yet, so I won't even go into it, but I would definitely check into that if you're feeling this energy during this current time. So, yeah, I think that's everything. I feel like if you're a very young person, the people that have been there for a while before you at your workplace admire you and your strength and your determination, your persistence, and your ability to learn and adapt. I feel like you're very adaptable and able to overcome challenges before they happen and really do well with problem solving and handling stressful conflict or really hard conversations. You had that Knight of Arrows in reverse, so yeah. That's really all I'm getting for you, pile number 3. If this video resonated, please let me know down in the comments. You can give the video a like, or you can subscribe to see more of my future videos. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.